She was reborn as a chubby tiger at East Mountain Zoo. Sure, the keepers threw food at her like crazy every day, but the first thing on her mind was losing weight. All because in 6 months a solar flare would hit, and every living thing would mutate into a monster. In her past life, 2 king-level beasts emerged right in this zoo. A giant python became a chaos heavenly dragon. A brown bear turned into a blood hunt demon bear. But the other animals never got the chance. They just became food for those 2. If she wanted to get out alive, she had to strike first. So before they mutated, she needed to take them out. After all, she was the king of beasts. That bear and python before mutating were nothing. But one big problem stood in her way. The zoo food was just too good. Looking at her own sleek, shiny, overweight version of the king of beasts, she was definitely the fattest tiger around. 150 days left. Time to start the diet today. She started jogging around her den, but after just a few steps she was out of breath. She was supposed to be a tiger, but this was pathetic. Outside the glass wall nearby, a crowd was excitedly filming her workout and posting it online. Is that fat tiger trying to lose weight? This video is going to blow up for sure. Exactly 10 laps. That chubby tiger is really smart. Half a day later, a video of a tiger exercising went viral. Views shot up to 10 million. If even that fat tiger is losing weight, let me just finish this chicken leg, and I will get started too. I bought a bunch of food. Going to feed her tomorrow. Show her how cruel humans can be. The next day, the crowd outside the glass was many times bigger. People started throwing chickens and ducks into the viewing area. Before she slimmed down, this stuff was poison, but she could not just ignore it. She needed the protein. When she first became a tiger, the keeper fed her raw meat, and it did not bother her. So deep down she had already accepted tiger instincts. As she carried a few chickens back to the tiger yard, a strong-looking white tiger blocked her path. Its eyes were fierce. It let out a loud roar. She was shocked to realize she understood exactly what the tiger said. This tiger king wanted to fight her, and in her current weak state, she would get destroyed. While her mind raced, above the tiger king's head, a strange virtual panel appeared. Affection system and lottery activated. Name Tiger King, gender female, affection 1%. Weakness still single. Was this her rebirth? Special power kicking in. If she raised the target's affection to 80%, she would get a lottery draw. That was a no starter pack. What a cheap system. Looking at the nearly zero affection from the Tiger King, he clearly did not like fat ones. The Tiger King growled, warning her to watch her step, or else. That was close, almost got taken out by a female. After that she started studying her system, but it seemed pretty useless. Flirting with people maybe, but with wild animals what was the point? Oh well, she would make do. To survive the coming disaster, the safest way was to lead the tiger pack against the bear and python. But becoming the new Tiger King would not happen overnight, so she would stick to the system for now. Get the Tiger King's affection to 80%, meaning after winning her over, living off a powerful mate would make her the king indirectly. So losing weight was still key. Even a tiger had to diet. 2 days passed in a flash. She was resting in a corner of the tiger yard. Then, out of the corner of her eye she saw the Tiger King approaching. She kept her head low, avoiding eye contact, trying to look harmless. The Tiger King reached her and let out a low growl. She understood perfectly. It wanted her to groom its fur. Tigers are part of the cat family, and grooming is a sign of submission. But she used to be a human. No way was she doing that. It was disgusting seeing her hesitation. The Tiger King suddenly roared at her. Terrified, she shot out her tongue and started grooming like crazy. This was humiliating, pure shame. But as she kept at it, a weird sense of pleasure crept into her mind, and the Tiger King's affection actually went up. This was working. She would use every trick from her past life and groom harder. After a good long session, the Tiger King stood up satisfied and left. Looking at the 5% affection above the Tiger King's head, a flicker of pride crossed her eyes. Just you wait. Someday you will groom me. She stared at the Tiger King's swaying backside and absent-mindedly licked her lips. Right then, in her eyes, the Tiger King turned into a bikini babe. This was wrong. She was human. The system said after reaching 80% affection, she would get a reward, so her mission now was to grind that affection no matter what. She picked up some chickens visitors had thrown in and headed toward the Tiger King. The Tiger King was lounging on a small hill, like a ruler on a throne. She let out a soft call, meaning "Oh great one, your servant brings tribute." The Tiger King stared at her, then at the chickens, meaning "Good move, you know the rules." Just like that, affection from the Tiger King went up by 3%. The Tiger King lay down and started eating, while she came up fawningly to groom its fur. Not because she liked it, but because it boosted affection. After the Tiger King finished its meal, sure enough, affection reached 10%. Knowing how to raise the Tiger King's affection, she started every day bringing chicken to the Tiger King, making sure it had a nice afternoon snack, and grooming it thoroughly. Time passed quietly. 120 days left until the mutation. Over this past month, she had gotten the Tiger King's affection to 60%, but progress was slowing down. Before bringing one meal, and grooming would raise affection by 3%. Now even 1% a day was a stretch. It was like being a simp for a girl. At first she might like the gifts or breakfast, and feel happy, but after a while, it all became routine. Another month went by. 90 days left until the disaster. But in that month she only gained 5% affection. Just bringing food and grooming was not cutting it anymore. She had lost about 150 kilograms by now. The bulging belly was gone, still a bit round, but at least she looked like a tiger. After a month of effort, today she would try to boost the Tiger King's affection again. In the afternoon she brought some chickens and ducks to the yard, but this time her focus was on the former Tiger King. She tossed the food aside and roared at the old king. The old king rose to the challenge and walked toward her. The other tigers quickly backed off. The Tiger King, watching from the hill, had a glint of interest in her big eyes. In the first exchange, she and the old king faced off roaring, neither backing down. Suddenly she lunged, swiping a paw at the old king, but she was just too heavy, and the old king easily dodged. However, every strike from the old king landed solidly on her. She fought while retreating. When she got close to a dead duck she moved fast, kicking it with her hind leg toward the old king. The old king looked at her, then at the duck, and suddenly lay down. She walked over to the old king, standing in front of it. The old king seemed to understand, and stopped fighting. She was thrilled, and quickly headed back to the Tiger King. Getting closer she saw it. Affection was just 2% away from hitting 80%. Staring at the Tiger King, a bold idea crossed her mind. Now, there was only one way left to raise the affection, but she had a human soul. How could she do something so animalistic? The Tiger King licked its lips, and suddenly her vision went dark, her mind fading. 6 seconds later awareness crept back. She found herself curled up with the Tiger King in a corner, the Tiger King asleep against her, looking completely content. Heaven, she screamed inside, feeling like her soul was stained. She tried to comfort herself it was okay. After the disaster, high-level beast could become human-like. If the Tiger King transformed, she would probably be a beauty. When she looked at the Tiger King's head, she was thrilled to see affection finally hit 80%. Right then, a message appeared in her mind. First affection target completed. Host rewarded with 1 lottery draw. As the words faded, a spinning wheel appeared before her. The wheel had 4 prizes. Item reward, stat boost, skill cooldown, mystery reward, then the pointer on the wheel.